Hey, David, people often talk about if X wins, I'm moving to Canada. What would it really take for you to leave the United States? This is a good question. I mean, remember, so I was born in Argentina, moved to the US when I was 5. Anytime I want to, I could move back to Argentina. Um, the economy is a disaster in Argentina. A lot of it's not exactly a place I would love to be from the standpoint of the virus, although things aren't great in the United States. In Massachusetts, things are pretty good. And Massachusetts continues to be, a good place to live in general. Theoretically, I could move to Israel. And after a year, I believe I would become eligible for citizenship. So if the question is of the places I could realistically go and move to permanently, what would it take? I mean, things would have to get pretty bad here in the United States, and particularly in Massachusetts. Things have to get worse. We do have a country of 50 states, and living in Massachusetts is very different than living in Mississippi from the standpoint of health, education, climate, business regulation, social issues. It's completely different. If things got really bad in Massachusetts, or I believe that they were going to, I would look at a sort of sabbatical of sorts, not from work. I would just work elsewhere. And depending on the coronavirus situation, Argentina could be a possibility and Israel could be a possibility. Right now, I don't see either of them as places I would move to in the immediate. What would it take for me to permanently abandon the United States? I don't know. I mean, my parents live here. My girlfriend's family is in the United States. Most of my relatives are in Argentina, some in France, some in Israel, some in, different places. My social life is in the United States. I have a US based business, which I could run from another country, but it's certainly easier being here. It would really take a lot. And this is why when we hear, oh, billionaires will abandon the country if taxes go up, maybe a couple of them will. But by and large, people live where they live for reasons. And the longer they live there, the more attached they are to it. And it would really take a lot for me to say, I'm just leaving the United States permanently. It doesn't seem something that I would be likely to do. Now, that being said, I have said, if things were to get very bad in Massachusetts in the fall with the virus, would I look to see, without breaking any rules, can I go somewhere that's doing well, quarantine for 14 days, take a negative test, and sort of just do the show elsewhere for 4 months or 5 months until things settle down? Could it be some picturesque part of rural northern France or something? I mean, that sounds amazing. That is a different story. But in terms of truly just abandoning the United States, it's not likely. And I think we have to be really careful to take too seriously anytime someone says, if X wins, if X loses, I'm leaving the country. Particularly, by the way, when a lot of the people that say that often say they would move to countries that represent what it is they are trying to avoid. You'll hear Republicans say, if Trump wins, I'm leaving the country and going to X, Y, or Z. Well, a lot of those countries, if Trump loses, rather, or if Obama wins, we heard it, I'm moving to X country. Most of those countries are more in the direction of Obama than what some of these people want. Really counterintuitive. And for the most part, these are empty threats that we shouldn't pay too much attention to. We've got a great bonus show for you today. Get instant access by becoming a member at joinpakman.com. We will see you then or otherwise on Monday. If you love feeding your intellectual curiosity, but you're always struggling to find the time, check out one of my all-time favorite apps called Blinkist. Blinkist lets you consume an entire book on your way home from work. They take thousands of popular nonfiction books, condense each one into text or audio that you can get through in just 15 minutes, and you get all of the important core ideas and information from that book. It's perfect if you don't have enough time to do all the reading you want to do, or if you just want to sample a book before you buy the entire thing. I recently read A Brief History of Time, of course, by the great Stephen Hawking. This is a book that I have been aware of for so long, and other things got in the way, and it was fantastic to check it out on Blinkist. Blinkist has books on politics, philosophy, science. They have 27 different nonfiction categories, and a subscription is only about $8 a month, and you get the entire library. But you can try it totally free and get 25% off a subscription when you go to Blinkist.com/Pakman. I've put the link right underneath this video.